Alright, what's up? It's KW Awesome here, and today I'm filming a YouTube video. Usually don't do these, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I lost all of my footage for Resident Evil 9, the playthrough that I was supposed to upload onto Twitch. Not Twitch, YouTube. And basically what happened was that I had a bunch of issues while playing the game, so I just completely gave up halfway through. The recordings got all corrupted and stuff. So now I'm going to just basically give my review and thoughts on RE9, because Resident Evil as a franchise itself is probably one of my favorite franchises to ever exist. The first ever game I played that got me into the series was OG4 on the Wii. Yeah, the fucking Wii out of all things, right? But anyways, yeah, Resident Evil 9, great fucking game. It is so fucking good. I was actually blown away by this game, especially as someone who's not a fan of like the first-person style RE games. I'm more of a sucker for like the third-person RE games. But the thing about this game is that we do have Leon. Leon's one of my favorite characters that ever exists in the game. But on top of that, Grace's section just felt like that classic RE2 shit where you're just in the like little like police station or like mansion and you're going around figuring out what to do, a lot of backtracking, you barely have limited items, you have to like make sure like you have enough space for these items and stuff. It just felt like some fucking RE2 shit, and I really loved that. And I did play Grace's section in first person halfway through of the game, and then the second half, Grace, I ended up going third person because I love third person. But Grace's sections were like very fucking solid. Like, playing as Grace, I actually got scared. Scariest game I have played from a Resident Evil game in a long time. Like, don't get me wrong, Village scared me, 7 fucking scared me, but 9 just takes it up a notch. Because the thing with 7 is that, like, they're not that scary, they just come out of nowhere, but it's the fact that in 9 you get chased by this creepy fucking lady, and she's a monster, and she looks fucking terrifying. And with all the, like, sound design and shit, and just, like, everything, it just scared the absolute piss out of me. But, I mean, overall, it was really great. I fucking adored Grace's section. And yeah, I really don't have anything to complain about the game, other than the fact that I did have a couple issues, but it was mainly on my self or my PC. My SSD has a fucking problem. I had to literally reinstall the game onto my external hard drive because my internal SSD would not do shit. I mean, my external SSD. I have 2 SSDs. I have the external one, which is usually for like recording videos and stuff, and then I have my internal one, which is for like gaming. But I had to like convert the fucking game onto my external SSD to actually get it to load properly and shit, because there would be times where I'd be in the game switching from Grace to Leon and it would just be stuck. It would just be frozen in time and stuff, and you know, I had to get that situated. So luckily I got that fixed. It wasn't a bug in the game. Luckily, it might be a bug in the game, but for me personally, I just believe it was on my end and shit. But let's talk about Leon's gameplay. So Leon's gameplay, pretty solid. I liked Leon's gameplay. It kind of reminded me of 4 Remake, but at the same time, it reminded me of like 6 too, or Resident Evil 6. And that's kind of what I think this game was trying to go for with Leon. They try to make what they try to do with 6, but just completely did it right. And I believe they did a really good job with it, because it is intense as fuck. The shift is crazy from going from like Grace, barely having any items, barely, you know, being able to like take out some enemies really easily, and then you go to Leon's playthrough, you just fucking slaying through zombies, killing zombies. I mean, it is hard because you are very limited. Like, I could like fucking go through an entire clip on my pistol and the second phase zombies wouldn't even be dead. So like it was very intense and stressful. Overall, such a great game. It's one of my third favorite Resident Evil games. If I were to rank Resident Evil games off the top of my head to my personal favorite, 4 would be number 1. 4 Remake, actually. I know a lot of people don't really like 4 Remake. Well, the people who play the OG game. I played the OG game, but I never beat the OG game when Remake came out. Because at the time, being a kid, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I only got halfway through OG 4. Like, I literally got to like half of the castle section and then never touched the game. And then when I heard RE4 Remake was coming out, I was like, I'm just gonna play RE4 Remake. Already know kind of the, like, you know, ins and outs of 4, like the story a little bit. And I didn't want to go back and play the OG game. So that's why 4 Remake is one of my favorite Resident Evil games. And then 2 Remake is one of my favorite games as well. And then 3 just had that balance of RE2 Remake and then like RE4 with Leon. It was very fun. And I also love the fact to go back to Raccoon City, go back to RPD, and just have a little bit of a like nostalgic feeling. But at the same time, it's not like heavily nostalgic, because some games will actually go into this like nostalgic bait thing where you're like just reliving the memories basically through the entire game. But I love the fact that, like, you know, they kept RPD sections short, and they're like, all right, cool, we're going back, but we're not going to be here for too long because we got shit we got to go on. There's more to the game. We need to, like, you know, focus, because RE9 does have a genuinely good story. Like, it does bring back Spencer from RE1. Like, it brings back a bunch of shit. I thought Albert Wesker was alive. I didn't know Albert Wesker was a fucking clone. So that was fucking shock. Because I looked, I wish I had my reactions, bro. I fucking wish my recordings were not all fucked up, because my genuine reaction to shit was like, oh shit, Albert Wesker's alive. Holy fuck, how the hell is he alive? I thought he died in a volcano in RE5. And then I realized slowly he was just a clone, and I was just like, ah, shit. So I basically got baited. But I mean, it was my reaction to everything was top notch. RPD, I fucking loved RPD. Mr. X, they brought him back. I was like, ah, shit. But luckily, Mr. X isn't as powerful as he was in RE2, so I was chilling. But yeah, that's basically my review. If I were to give this like a ranking, I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10. There were a couple things I like kind of nitpicked about. Like when you play as Chloe, it moved a little slow, especially when, like, because I replayed it, did the like speed runs and shit. Like doing the speed running strat and shit for it, like Chloe's section was very slow. But I understand why they have Chloe's section, is because it's for the story. But gameplay wise, it wasn't really the best. That's probably the only thing I didn't like about the game. But overall, the game was really fun. And I honestly wish that I did, like I said before, and I will say many times, I wish I had my recordings, because I genuinely wanted to post my playthrough. I did stream half of it on Twitch, but my internet was a sack of shit, so I just kind of, once I got to Raccoon City, I basically just played the game, beat it on my own time, and basically did that, and now we're here. So yeah, this game was very fun. I might stream this game again, you know, later down the line. So, you know, if you want to follow your boy on Twitch, it'll be in the link down below. I stream all sorts of games. I'm actually planning on hooking up the PS5. We're going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2 by the time this review is out. So if you want to tune in on the Twitch, click down below. We do a lot of fun things. I go hardcore sometimes. I like to play games on the hardest difficulty. Sometimes I go achievement hunting. So tune in on the Twitch. It's very fun. But anyways, that was my review. I want to know what your guys' thoughts were in the comments down below if anyone's watching this video. And I'll see you guys later. Stay awesome like always, and stay tuned for more videos.